One brisk Monday morning, Marcus Davenport, a self-made billionaire, walked into the gleaming headquarters of the tech empire he had built from scratch. The building, a towering glass structure in downtown Chicago, was more than just an office. It was a symbol of his struggles, sacrifices, and triumphs. Marcus had started from nothing, once working odd jobs to support his mother and younger siblings. Now, he was the founder and CEO of Davenport Innovations, a company that revolutionized green technology and employed thousands. That morning, however, he decided to walk in without the usual entourage or luxury car that usually preceded him. Wearing a simple hoodie, jeans, and sneakers, Marcus wanted to feel the pulse of his company from the ground level. But what greeted him was far from the respect he deserved. As soon as Marcus entered the lobby, two young security guards looked him up and down suspiciously. One of them, barely in his 20s, stepped forward and blocked his way. "Excuse me, sir," he said firmly. "This is private property. You can't be here." Marcus raised an eyebrow, amused at first. He explained calmly, "I work here." But the guards chuckled, their tone laced with disbelief. "Yeah, sure you do," one muttered, crossing his arms. "Do you even know who owns this company? This isn't a place for visitors like you." Marcus's face remained composed, though inside he felt the sting of the assumption that a black man dressed simply couldn't possibly belong in such a place of wealth and power. "Call your supervisor," Marcus said evenly, his voice carrying authority. The guards exchanged uneasy looks, hesitating, before radioing in. Moments later, the head of security rushed down, beads of sweat forming on his forehead when he realized who was standing there. "Mr. Davenport. I am so sorry, sir." He stammered, glaring at his subordinates who now looked pale and horrified. The young guards suddenly recognized the face they had seen in the company's brochures, magazines, and even on TV interviews. They had just tried to throw out their own boss, the billionaire visionary who had created the very jobs they worked in. Marcus didn't raise his voice or lash out. Instead, he turned to the guards and said quietly, "Never judge a man by his clothes or the color of his skin. Judge him by his actions and his character. Remember that." The lesson cut deeper than any reprimand. Word of the incident spread quickly through the building, and employees whispered in or about the humility of their leader who chose compassion over anger. For Marcus, it was just another reminder that despite all his success, the world still needed to learn the values of respect and equality. And for those guys,